So every local government in this state called Delta, I know each mineral resources, I know which crop, I know what each of them will do, and then they will generate money sufficient. Open up the land. We still have 72.4% of all our land area as bush, forest. What are we doing with forest in modern day life? You hardly can find any forest in Lagos anymore. Ogu is no more. I would turn all of them to industrial heaven. Apart from that, we enjoy one of the greatest advantage in this country and Africa. We have over 5 seaports. Manufacture and send out. Participate in the local internal economic emancipation and development of the place. Take cucumber. Do you know what cucumber sells today? Cucumber has become one of the most expensive crops. So were I to allocate cucumber to one local government, were I to allocate chicken to one local government, were I to allocate bitumen to one local government, were I to allocate clay construction to one local government, I'm not telling the secret to Ifeanyi. Asaba alone, 6 months after my governorship, will produce for me 100 billion per annum. I know what to do there. I'm an entrepreneur. If 34 years ago, I was able to build what is today Deco Road, that is feeding these multitudes of people, I know what to do to turn Delta State around. Some of this secret I don't want to let out because I don't want people to do it haphazardly. But as I take over, I will convert Delta State to an look at steel. If we could do the steel company DSC here, we could do 2-3 other steel companies here. People are ready to invest. All you need to do is to give them a secured environment. Give them cause to believe that their investment is safe. I will establish a Delta State Bank, for instance, because the resources at our disposal will be too massive for us to play around with. There are things we want to do. Why do we want to owe pensioners? I've said within 200 days of my governorship, by the grace of God in heaven, I will liquidate the debt of the pensioners. Why do the people have worked, all they have as savings is their pension and they don't get it. I will not be able to go to bed to sleep. You see, as I say these things, what people should ask is that not what I want to do, what I've already done in my private life to show that the interest, the love of the people is what I am after. It is for that reason you see everybody trying to pay money to journalists, pay money to social media, pay to say Gbagi is not a good person. It's for that singular reason. When you see pushing in a football match, somebody is pushing the man, Diego, the man that is holding the ball, because he has something, that's why they're pushing him. They are afraid of me. All that they are saying is that they are saying, oh, I'm not controllable, I'm going to probe people. I'm not interested in probe. What's my business with that? That's nonsense. I just want to focus, draw a line, and move the state and make people feel the sense of belonging. We cannot be equal with other states that have nothing, which God has. Rubber alone, I will invest money, the state money, into the rubber crop. I will invest money into palm kernel. Indonesia. And look at what they've done with palm kernel oil. So palm kernel oil alone will compete favorably with crude oil. My gas, we have how many beds now? We can do so many more. God was kind to Deltans. Deltans should not be unkind to themselves. They need an entrepreneur. They need a man who they can trace his wealth and resources, not one that believes in the treasury of the state and make the state poorer the way we have become poorer. That's my position. You are the problem. All these things I've told you today, you know them. If you are going to be a father, your brothers, your sister, and all that, you know the best person to turn the situation around. My position is very simple, that I have what it takes to turn it around. Peter B is my friend, no doubt. Peter B knows, and he's told me that he knows I can turn Delta, because I don't have business. I've showed you my grave the other day. I don't have business coming to take taxpayers' money. I fought Kefas over taxpayers' money. I don't want it. I will not participate. I will only demonstrate the state. So once you start doing what you start doing honestly, the narratives will change positively. The church are all now praying. The Asaba of Asaba, are you saying it's not knowledgeable enough? That's the professor who held UI. When he was in charge of UI, people were coming from abroad to treat themselves in University Teaching Hospital Ibadan. You're not aware? He says, we trust Gbagi. We can trust him with the resources of this state. We know he can develop it. Just around that Asaba area alone, I will make per annum 100 billion. I know what to do. It's a gift from God. I have it. Okowa has the cynicism of politics, how to turn people around and turn people around. Yes, that is his gift. My gift is I'm an entrepreneur, how to turn nothing to something. This state is too good. The reason why I'm insisting that I want to govern the state, they've not seen it. This state is too good that we will loan money to IMF, we will loan money to other states, we will loan money, we will do what China is doing. We will buy interest in other states. Not by stealing. No, it doesn't work that way. So I believe that the youths are waking up every day. They will do what they need to do, and it will be a win-win situation for Delta by the grace of God. Because it's stolen. The money is stolen. There's no true declaration. It's all capital flight. The chairman of internal board of Monday, Oyeme, was my staff. When I was the minister, Monday Oyeme was the one bringing things to me, Christmas rice or things like that. You know, I know Monday Oyeme, but I'm not going to discuss him right now. Let's get to the field when campaign is open. And I know, you see, at times you don't want to talk. I told Ifeanyi one day that as the chairman of the Legal Aid Council of Nigeria, I visited Sheriff in prison for a manslaughter case. And Sheriff came to me with another great Deltan, in my opinion, to talk to me about it, that I should not. I discussed it with Ifeanyi and his prophet. They called Sheriff 2 minutes later. They said, oh, why are you begging Gbagi to say you should not talk about the prison? So you really went, like that. So that's why I say I'm careful. I don't want to say a lot of things. The fact is that what will happen will happen. At the appropriate time, when the campaign starts, you will separate the boys from the men. And if you say you want to govern a state, you are ready to hear the news how your mother was pregnated by 6 men before your father. That's the implication of the word. First, Deltans should agitate for the people who want to govern them to come and tell them what they have done in their existence, not what they will use government money to do. Because if you have not been able to do anything with your private life, then going to seek government money, you cannot use it well. That is why people are now learning in government how to wear good clothes, wear good shoes. People are now learning in government how to, do their hairstyle, and some are wearing glasses and all of those. Those are things they are learning. When we started using Ray-Ban, we were like 22 years old. So there's nothing really other than the fact. That's why when we went, I was chairman of DDP in the state. I turned situations around. Even when the governor wanted to steal the money, I refused. Because there's nothing he's going to do to me. I was the chairman of the Legal Aid Council of Nigeria. When I was in EDP, I didn't take salary. Go and check the record. I paid all my money to the Partially School of the Blind. I did not take their car. I did not use their car. I never stayed in the hotel one day, which is their practice. No hotel in this world today. I've stayed in the Dregs in Chicago. That's where the president. No hotel in this world today is as good as my home. It's as good as my bedroom. None in this world. So wherever I am, there's the speed and the zest for me to come back home. Now, I became a minister. The records are there. I did not use any government car. I have never used a government car. I didn't use one as a minister. I did not stay in a government house as a minister. There are people who are white-collar job seekers. and there are people who are entrepreneurial in their mind. Deltans, particularly the youths, should partnership with me to liberate them, to take them from this whole drag of punishment, deliberate punishment, to make them poor and poorer and poorer and poorer so they can control them. I do not believe in that same spirit. I believe that if you go, for instance, an example of what I'm telling you, if you go to my estate in Deco Road, over 400 people have built similar plazas in Delta State, copying me. They're still my tenant. They say they don't want to leave because of everything I touch is good luck. They are happy. They are still there, but they are building their own. You can go there tomorrow and interview people. They have all built shopping plaza everywhere, but they remain with Deco Road. They remain with PTI because of what they have seen and benefited as the way of life with anything Gbagi touches. That same hand, by the grace of God, I'm going to touch Delta. Delta will open up. Delta will become a state of reckoning. Delta will become a state where everybody wants to come to. Delta will become a state where everybody believes in. Just as my father left it for us, it will only be better. Let me tell you the truth. Whoever says Deltans are lazy is the one that is lazy. You have to look up to somebody. They have bastardized the situation to make them be lazy. Why were Deltans not lazy before now? Deltans were adjudged to be the best resort holders in the whole country. Deltas were adjudged to be the best. If you see big people building hospitals, running big situations across the world today, if you go and take the percentage, they are Nigerians, they are Deltans. Look at comedians, they are Deltans. Look at musicians, they are Deltans. We are not lazy people. But when you sit down in the morning, you see somebody stealing your money. You sit down in the morning, you see somebody who has nothing, who is not as good as you in primary school or secondary school, buy 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars, and you making you look as though you are dull. It's responsible. That's why we need to bring that spirit back. We need to make them believe in themselves. We need to make them believe in the state. We need to, and in any case, when you see a man, which is much critical, and you call your governor, you wake up in the morning, your governor is your utter ego. So were you to have a governor who you know did not have a house in Asaba before, but has now built a massive house, who you know does not have a house in his village, has built a massive house, which you know does not have any company before, but has bought companies, it demoralizes you. It demoralizes the family. It demoralizes the youths. I'm saying the youths, please fight. Join me, hands with me, to take over your state, and I'll be accountable to you youths and Deltans by the grace of God.